a certain level of freedom to set the agenda for the year and to manage some of the stuff that goes behind the scenes of the hearings. But one of the things that I wanted to do as I rotated into being chair this year is I wanted to do something, or try to do something that I don't think has been done before, which is to have all 5 of us on the Sacramento County Board of Supervisors work in concert with one another to find the charity. Yeah, in concert, I know. To work with one another to raise funds for charities that are all important to us. And so I want to acknowledge all the nonprofits that are benefiting from tonight's event. We have the Steinberg Institute for Advancing Behavioral Health Policy and Leadership. Daryl Steinberg, Senate President Pro Tem Daryl Steinberg. We have St. John's Shelter. I should mention that one of our colleagues, Roberta McGlashan, is out of state. She would otherwise be here. But that was the charity that Roberta wanted to raise funds for. Now from District 5, Mr. Natoli, we have the Pitbull Social. Also from District 5, LapCats Incorporated. I am raising money tonight for the Greater Sacramento Urban League, and my colleague Susan Peters, representing District 3, is raising money tonight for the Family Justice Center. And I'm going to invite our former District Attorney Jan Scully to come on up here. She might want to say a few words about the Family Justice Center.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you to our Board of Supervisors, and thank you, Phil, for doing this. Just for those of you who don't know, real briefly, Family Justice Center is a community-based organization that will serve victims of family violence, including domestic violence, sexual assault, child abuse, elder abuse, and human trafficking. And the good news is that we're like the center of the wheel, with all the spokes being existing community-based and public and private programs that already provide services to those groups. So we will coordinate and actually enhance and complement those programs to start delivering services, one-stop shop for victims, so they don't have to go all over town to get what they need, which will profoundly change the way we serve victims of family violence. And so I thank all of you supporting not just the Family Justice Center, but the other very worthwhile community-based organizations that are benefiting from tonight. Thank you.
This is taller than me. So Jan already gave the story. I was so glad to support the Family Justice Center. And I want to thank all of you that came tonight, that donated, that were our sponsors. These are subjects at the county that are not always the most pleasant of subjects, and so it's really nice to see a crowd come out and enjoy supporting those groups. And I think if nothing else, it's worth the price of admission to see Supervisor Don Natoli in a bar with a live band.
Well, I want to thank all of you for coming out this evening and for your support, both the sponsors, but the organizations that do such good work in our community. And it couldn't happen, though, without certainly the leadership of our Chair, Phil Sarna, and certainly the Music on a Mission, the unsupervised folks donating their time, certainly to Amber for her, Manel for her good work. But I want to put a cheer out for all the organizations, but the two that were on my benefit list, LapCats and PB SOC, folks that are volunteers out at the shelter, do a lot for the animals, we do a lot for the people as well. But I want to just thank all the sponsors, people that came from all over the county, put in money and time to make this a success. And hopefully it's going to be an annual event, right? We're going to be back next year? Yeah. All right. Come back next year, same time. Thanks a lot.
Hello, everybody. So I'm Patrick Kennedy, and my cause is actually the Steinberg Institute. But instead of me talking about the Steinberg Institute, that would be foolish when we have Steinberg here. So let's give a big hand to Senate President Pro Tem Darrell Steinberg.
Thank you very much, Patrick. I want to thank you and tell you how honored I am that you chose my new organization as the recipient, and thank all the supervisors. Everyone put together this great party, man. I even danced. I mean, that was having a great time. I left office, as you know, a few months ago, but what I hope will be my lifelong commitment to improving the mental health system is going to continue. And I'm so grateful that leaders like Patrick Kennedy and all the boards, all the members of the Board of Supervisors are really taking the mantle and taking this issue seriously. We have an incredible amount of work to do because these issues of mental illness are everywhere. They're pervasive. Everybody knows somebody and they know no artificial boundaries, and yet, despite some of the heroic work being done by people in this room, there isn't enough attention being paid to it and being paid to solving it so people don't suffer needlessly. So our mission is simple. We're going to try to enhance and help leaders who are doing more to make this issue a priority so that more people get the help that they need. Thank you all very much for your support.
Thank you, Darrell. And then real quickly, as I think I mentioned, my charity is the Greater Sacramento Urban League, and there's probably a number of you in the room that understand that tonight is the Greater Sacramento Urban League's Unity Ball. So I told James Shelby, who of course wanted me to buy a table, hey, listen, I'm going to be busy raising me some dough tonight. So anyhow, that's another one of Sacramento's great organizations that deserves our time and attention. So the good news is, with all the generosity in this room, we raised a total of $35,000 tonight. And I suspect we might be on our way to 40 by the time the night's over. So of course we can't do that without the generosity of terrific sponsors. I want to thank Easton Development, Quan Properties, Sacramento County Attorneys Association, Sacramento Regional Community Foundation, Sacramento Association of Realtors, Taylor and Wiley, Tiger Development, and Yellow Cab of Sacramento. You can see their logos rotating on the screen in back of us. Big hand for all of our sponsors, please. So at this point, I'm going to bring up Victor Caballero, who is our lead sponsor tonight with a generous $5,000 contribution. He's with Yellow Cab. Victor, if you want to come up and say a few words.
Wow, well that wasn't expected. Totally unexpected. Phil, I really appreciate the opportunity to speak tonight. And it's with great honor that we contribute the funds to this event. On behalf of all of our drivers, the management, and the new ownership of Yellow Cab, it's really a true honor to contribute the funds tonight. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Victor. Okay, with that, I'm going to go take a much-needed break, and so continue on and stick around.